This guy has been bullied his whole life. After losing his memory, he somehow convinced himself he's a psychotic serial killer. What's even more ridiculous is that not only did he believe it himself, the cops believed it. Even the entire nation believed it. The real killer is laughing his ass off watching this unfold. There are actually people this stupid in the world. When the police interrogated him, he confessed to everything, said he killed everyone in the diary. He had the dates, names, and methods down pat. Little did the cops know he just memorized it all from reading it obsessively. He was sentenced to life in prison without a doubt. His fellow inmates found out he's a serial killer. They're all terrified of him. The prison boss doesn't buy it. He decides to give him the usual welcome ceremony for new guys. But when Donsik gets startled, his eyes suddenly turn creepy. The prison boss gets so scared his legs give out and he collapses. Donsik tries to apologize. Instead, he scares everyone into the corner. But to save face, the prison boss still orders his guys to take him out. Little does he know Donsik is drowning in guilt over supposedly killing people. The next second, they see his terrifying expression. The henchman thinks he's about to go berserk. He instantly collapses in fear. But Donsik kindly picks up the knife to hand it back. The henchman is scared out of his mind, thinking he wants to play some kind of killing game. After this incident, nobody dares to mess with him. He somehow became the prison kingpin. Just when Donsik decides to serve his time peacefully and turn his life around, Bokyung suddenly brings him a suicide note he wrote. The date matches exactly when he had his car accident. It turns out that day he wasn't going to kill someone. He was going to kill himself. And that murder diary was probably something he accidentally picked up when he stumbled upon the real killer in action during his suicide attempt. Old Choi's death was most likely the serial killer's doing. Donsik stares blankly, only then realizing he imagined himself into being a killer. Donsik sees a man being bullied by the prison boss, so he steps in and scares the boss away. After hearing his story, the man laughs hysterically, calls him a real genius. Taking pity on him, he tells him about the escape tunnel he's been secretly digging for 4 years. Donsik is confused why the man doesn't escape himself. The man looks bitter, saying he was wrongfully imprisoned. He wanted to dig a tunnel to escape. Who knew it would take 4 years to dig? By the time he broke through, he only had 1 month left on his sentence. But Donsik refuses the old man's offer. He wants to appeal his case, get out the legitimate way. Unfortunately, the warden has already been bought off by In-woo and ignores him completely. He has no choice but to borrow the prison boss's hidden phone to contact Bokyung, but all he hears is heavy breathing on the other end. It turns out Bokyung found evidence that could clear his name. After In-woo found out, he decided to eliminate Bokyung. Donsik realizes something's wrong and immediately calls the police. The cops think he's lost it. You're a serial killer who's already been caught. Why are you still talking about killing people? With no other option, he has to provoke the prison boss again, because only by causing trouble can he get thrown into solitary confinement where the tunnel is. With the man's help, he successfully escapes through the tunnel. The first thing he does after getting out is call the police, saying he escaped to kill Bokyung. The police immediately mobilize everyone to find Bokyung. In-woo, worried about exposing his identity, temporarily abandons his plan. When Bokyung wakes up and learns everything, she immediately understands that Donsik saved her. Unfortunately, the key evidence has already been taken.